What's up, everybody? We are back, Zomblers, episode 2 of the most amazing podcast you will ever see in your entire life. Don't forget to watch this podcast. Don't forget to watch all our future podcasts. We're awesome. No, just kidding. Anyways, we're back here again. I'm GravyCapeesh, general manager of Zomblers. Over here, we have Grepo, one of the owners and founders of Zomblers.
What up?
Below me, we have Jason, another owner and founder of Zomblers. Very excited to have him here with us today. And then next to him, we have Rask, our still current reigning Zomblers champion. Look at that. Look at that pose. Amazing. So we're back here today. We're going to talk about some stuff, a chit chat, and, have a good time. Feel free to talk in the chat and engage with us, and we'll answer any questions you guys throw at us as best as we can.
But yeah. Shout out to Hawkslayer in the chat. Whoop.
Oh yeah, we got Hawkslayer in there. We
love Hawk.
We got a bunch of people in there. Look at this. Hey Hawk, good to see you in there.
Of course,
talking,
we love Hawk.
All right, so first topic I got for us today, I'm gonna throw out there. It's gonna be quick and easy, but it's just something I saw. I'll bring it up on my screen in a second here. But there's a new Battlefield that's gonna be coming out. I don't know if any of you guys played the old Battlefield, but I grew up playing Battlefield 1942 was the first Battlefield I ever played. That was like one of the first PC
Oh
games.
my god, was that fucking amazing. Dude, that was such an awesome game.
I used to spend hours just like kind of weird, but fighting bots just because I love
I'll be honest, I'm kind of upset that I didn't try the last Battlefield. Every time I wanted to try it, everybody just told me like, don't try it. It's a waste of time.
It was weird,
so I never tried it, I'll be honest.
It was iffy. Like when it came out, I think there was a lot of problems and a lot of people complaining with the new mechanics, but I've been playing it like for maybe about 4 months now, and I keep it downloaded as a side game because I kind of enjoy it. And there's some features in it that I do like you can swap your attachments in the middle of combat. You can change, like you have a certain amount of attachments you can put on your gun. Let's say you have 3 different types of scopes that you want to throw on your gun. You can switch them in the middle of combat, which I kind of find cool. Might be a little like cheaty in a way, like hey, I'm gonna throw on the 6x scope and whatever, but it's kind of cool concept. But yeah, anyway, so new Battlefield's coming out, and supposedly from what I'm seeing, they're supposed to bring back the roots, like not designated operators, but classes. Like original Battlefield, you had like a medic class, you had an engineer class, and you can customize. They had specific weapons that they could use, but you could use those specific classes. They're supposed to be bringing that back, and it's supposed to be large scale combat, once again huge scale combat like the old days. So like that's just something I'm really looking forward to. Let me show that.
Yeah.
So this is something that was posted on IGN. But you can see here, confirms, next Battlefield to use modern settings, first concept art. So they throw out the concept art, and a lot of people are talking about how it's going back to OG Battlefield, which is amazing. So,
is Respawn making it?
Indeed, head of Respawn Group, GM for EA. Well, he's a general manager for EA, so.
Oh, is he?
Oh, now? Vince, okay. You're talking about Vince, yeah.
Yes.
So he's part of it. I don't know if they're making it, but I know they're part of it. So
they better bring glitches when it starts, because it starts with glitches. People won't play.
I hope not.
I hope they bring back
the Infinity Ward, man.
What about Infinity
I hope they bring back the smiley faces on the grenade.
Vince Zampella is like the original creator of Call of Duty.
Look, even right here though, it says like the heyday 1942. Like that's OG Battlefield, and that makes me really, really excited. 64 players maps.
That, though? Or did Bad
Company came out after that. That was like I feel like that was probably the next most popular Battlefield, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But I know Battlefield Bad Company was pretty big. Like especially for the campaign, single player campaign, it was really loved. So
what's the setting this is going to be in?
That's a good question. I know it's supposed to be modern, but I think it's just after current events, like a little, like I wouldn't call it futuristic, but it's a little bit after current events, I think.
Okay.
I'm not totally positive on that. They haven't released a lot of details on it, so we really don't know much, but I'm just hype because if they really stick to what they're saying and it stays with OG Battlefield and goes back to its core, I think that'll make a lot of people and players happy, because I know they kind of flunked on the last one, so we'll see.
Yeah, they only made the last game good like months and months after release, and they're like,
Exactly.
big update, it's good now, but everyone gave up already. They're
Exactly.
Did they release any footage or anything like that, or is it?
No, just screenshots and articles mostly that I've seen. They're mostly just announcements and
Okay.
concept. Like, this is concept art. Even they haven't really pushed anything out yet. So wait on
Alright.
it. But yeah, so that's super exciting. But anyways,
Nice to look forward to. I mean, the thing is, I've always been a big fan of like all the other Battlefields. It's just the last recent one I didn't try, but all the other ones I've had a lot of fun on. So, Bad Company was like one of the ones that I spent. I love 1942 and everything, but like Bad Company was one of the ones I spent quite a bit of time on, like finishing school with my friends and just jumping on the Xbox or PlayStation or whatever and playing. But yeah,
yeah, I remember like with
Xbox, yeah, not PlayStation.
with Bad Company. I don't know. I think it was pretty sure it was Bad Company, but I remember somewhere in the campaign. I remember like if you're in a certain spot too long in the cold or something, I think your screen would start to freeze like from the outside corners. I'm pretty sure that was Bad Company or Bad Company 2. But that was a new mechanic for me, and it got me super excited to see something like that, like in a Battlefield campaign game. Like, I just hadn't experienced that before, so I thought it was cool. But yeah,
I
so
never spent too much
anyways,
time in the Battlefield games, to be honest. I was always a Call of Duty guy. So
they're like they're one of the. I don't want to say they're one and the same, but they are one and the same. I mean, they're war shooter games, is what I call them, war FPS.
as I put it this way, I probably spent at least, I think I racked up on X-Fire. For those of you who know what that is.
Had so many hours logged on Xfire, man. It's so
Sounds
sad.
familiar.
I had so many hours
Damn.
of Call of Duty 1. I had probably between 2 different Xfire accounts, probably 5,000 hours.
Was Call of Duty 1 like the one where you
Yeah.
like, unless I'm thinking of of Honor, but like you beached, it was World War II. Like you started out in the boat and you beached onto
Yeah,
like D-Day, right? Okay, so maybe I'm thinking of Call of Duty. I think that's the first one I probably ever played Call of Duty wise, but yeah.
But I used to have giant servers on Call of Duty multiplayer, 64 slot servers, all the
Sick.
good stuff.
Yeah, I think that it's pretty cool. I definitely hope, that bringing back the core classes will change, bring back the core of the game and make a lot of people happy, because I feel like that's just kind of a mimic of something that Call of Duty does, which, don't get me wrong, it's fantastic, but I feel like that's a Call of Duty thing. It's not a Battlefield thing, they're two separate games. But anyways, speaking of Call of Duty, our next topic actually I'm going to bring up is going to be Black Ops. So a lot of you know that Black Ops is it just came out, and it's a huge hit. Well, depends on who you ask, but it's a huge hit in my opinion. And this past weekend they had double XP weekend, to kick off the game starting, and it was completely fantastic. I gained a lot of XP, leveled up quite a lot, and I'm enjoying the game. Grebo, you've tried it a little bit, right? What do you think of it so
Yeah,
far?
I'm kind of a critic. Well, I mean, I did have fun on the game. I mean, playing zombies was cool. The only thing is just like after a little bit, started kind of getting bored of the zombies. Then I wanted to go play online, and then, I mean, I had fun on S&D, but like a lot of the maps are really small. So that's like one of the biggest things for me is like, basically it feels like they rushed the game a little bit. They were like, we're gonna make the maps like 50% smaller, and then we're just gonna throw it out there. So they have a good selection of maps. The only thing is a lot of the maps are like friggin' just not fun to play, honestly. It's just like spawn camping. On November 4th, they said they came out with like a new, beefy patch and stuff like that. And like, I did look through it. They said like they fixed the spawns and stuff like that. I went to play and it really kind of felt the same. They said they like buffed the SMGs, which I have no idea why, because the SMGs are already pretty strong. And nerfed the assault rifles from far range and stuff. But
That's surprising that
I mean,
they're buffing SMGs.
yeah,
I mean, like close range, they completely destroy.
yeah. So I don't know, but I played it and I don't know. I had to take a break from it. I'll be honest, because at a certain point it was just getting draining. Of S&D was cool, but when I play like domination, like nobody plays the actual objective. When you play like
Yep.
quarters or whatever, a lot of people don't play the objectives. They're playing for skins, right? So
I ran into
a
the
lot of people
same
just-
thing.
yeah, everybody's playing for skins at this point.
That's true. I ran into that as well.
I think
mostly.
I think because the game is so fresh, that like that's all everybody's focused on right now. It's going to be skin grinding and level grinding. So even if you're in that, like if you think about it, certain map game modes make the grinds easier. Like if you're playing search and destroy map, or if you're playing even hardpoint, you expect everybody to sit on that objective. So if you really want to focus on your skins and your grinding, those people might be watching those objectives just for people camping. Shoot them, camping, gain XP.
Especially on hardcore. If you need your pistols done,
dude,
you just camp hardcore.
That's what I did when this double XP this weekend. I played objective modes, hardcore, search and destroy, hardpoint, and domination, and I was using just my pistols. I got both of my pistols up to max, and it was strictly 4 levels and camo grind. So
I'll be honest, like I really miss. I always repeat it, but like I know Cold War was one of the best games. But the thing that was really fun about the game, especially when you play with friends, as like a community, we play a lot together, was having like different game modes to play, not just like the traditional domination headquarters and stuff. But I liked all the other things, like where you would do like 3v3, like snipers, or you would do gunfight, or you had prop hunt, where you would like all hide as objects and stuff like that. Like I feel like they're missing that type of stuff in the game right now. Is that type of content? It's like you have the zombies, that's cool. But you have 2 maps, it kind of gets repetitive. A lot of people have been just grinding that, so we've been grinding it also, doing the Easter eggs and everything like that, which is cool. But once you get that done, it's kind of like just becomes a grinding process. And when you go online, well, you have just people farming skins constantly, which is just kind of, or camos, sorry, but makes it a little bit
I
less
expect
fun.
it to slow down. I mean, like I said, I'm not too surprised about that because the game is fresh. Everybody wants their stuff to look, shiny, cool, awesome. They want to be the first to have, whatever skin on this gun and show it off to everybody. Like, I can speak for that. I have a skin. It's called Chill something. I don't know. Chill Nazir. It's Nazir's Chill something skin, and you can only get the skin in UK. I got it through special ways, and I've played since, I want to say, Friday, and I haven't seen a single person with a skin besides me. And my purpose for having that skin is to show it off that I have that skin and I look cool.
Yeah.
So, like, seeing other people doing the same thing with the guns, I'm really not surprised. But I expect it to slow down. Maybe give it a month, couple of months, something like that. People are going to hit their skin caps and then just focus on the gameplay, objective modes, all that stuff.
I think I know when it's going to slow down, and it's when Warzone comes out. Reason being, I think what's happening to Call of Duty is what happened to Fortnite. It went from a simple game to people are now in Call of Duty. People are used to sliding like crazy, like they go crazy now, right? Compared to old COD.
Dude, that's actually a good thing to bring up. How like Fortnite changed like that.
Call of Duty my friend that's playing. My friend that's playing right now in the house. I've heard him say it already. He's like, I can't wait till Warzone comes out. I'm gonna dominate that. He hates online. He hates it. He grinds his skins and camos, but he hates it because he's used to like dropping down, doing that. So Call of Duty is getting really advanced in that aspect, just like Fortnite did. It went from just simple stuff to like kids building.
Yeah, dude.
Or buildings on you.
Those videos of those dudes, those kids, like building these structures, like instantaneously, like knowing where to build and what to do. Oh my god, blows my mind.
Now with the Omni movement, you're gonna have some crazy people.
I've seen the jankiest stuff that people are doing with that Omni movement.
So
like there's
I think when Warzone comes out, you're gonna get a lot of like OG people that like COD. They're gonna stay on COD and the maps and that, and then you're gonna have a lot of Warzone people just go out and slide.
I don't be honest. I haven't had really much problems with the movement in COD. I mean, a lot of people complain about the Omni movement at first, but I've just used it as my advantage in a certain way in the game as well. I mean, to me, it's more just like min-maxing the guns, and then afterwards, some of the guns become like one-shot guns, and then afterwards, everybody, or just like people, the game modes, right? Like if there's a building, people are just gonna go in the building, and they're gonna sit with a shotgun, and they're just gonna sit there the whole time as you run. They're gonna kill you. You know, it's just like it's brain rot sometimes.
Like, let's be honest.
Tubing from across the map.
Like, what do you get mad at? The realistic part of like holding a point, like a real military person would do. And you have people sliding around and like, oh, I'm more skills than you. It's hard to get mad at both, right?
I can't get mad at that because I know Call of Duty is not realistic. I can't expect that. I would love to be able to sit there and hold a point, militaristic style.
That's how I played. When I played Call of Duty,
you play Tarkov at that point, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You're playing like or that body cam game that came out not too long ago, and that's insanely realistic.
But it is a smart strategy to stay still when you have people going, and you're just like.
I agree with Grepo though. I've never had a problem myself with that movement. but I've seen clips of people doing some janky stuff. Like there was a clip I saw. I don't have it up, but there was a clip I saw of some dude. He like I don't even know how to describe it properly, but it looked like it looked like he like crouch bunny hopped. So he crouched down, but hopped into the air while still crouched, and then retained that crouched posture in the air. Did a 360. Did a 360.
Yeah, barrel roll.
Yeah, did a 360, and then went to prone while still in the air, and then landed on the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's real or what, but I've seen clips of stuff like that happening. Like I said, I haven't seen it in the game myself.
One of the things that I abuse in the game is like you could press S and then you could crouch. When you press S, you can crouch and slide backwards, which is like kind of impossible. I don't really understand how you could do that. Yeah, as like a movement, but
while
yeah,
like
I do that
moving,
constantly.
Do you start?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Not, oh,
like well,
wild.
I could press Shift S and then my control, which is my crouch, and then as I do S Shift and control, I just slide back.
That's
like,
crazy,
it's kind of
dude.
weird. Yeah, so I do like a
So,
running slide back while I'm fighting someone.
Think about like the first Call of Duty online and think about where it's at now. 2 different worlds, literally.
Oh yeah,
Like
100%.
the movement is so fast.
100%.
It's all different, you know.
I have like I don't know if it's because I play different FPS games, but like every generation of Call of Duty, when I play, I see a difference in their movement, and like it's weird to describe, but like when I went into this one, the first day I played this one, my thought process was the movement feels like the way I feel like it's being portrayed is it's supposed to feel clunky and realistic. Like if you really focus on your character and how he runs and moves and whatever, it feels okay, okay. But then when you start sliding, you start crouching, you start whatever proning, it's no longer like realistic.
Does it get
just
into
turns
a
into a
Fortnite
cartoon.
feel?
What?
Does it give it that Fortnite feel of like
when you start sliding and proning and crouching? 100%. And in my opinion, that's what I think.
They're kind of taking that blueprint of like we're gonna turn our player, like not our player base up, but like you're gonna need some intense skills eventually.
I'll be honest, I played Counter-Strike today after not playing for a little bit, and I was grinding COD. Oh my god, it felt good to play CS. Yeah, I don't know.
You can never beat Daddy, okay? They did in 1999 CS:GO. You can't beat Daddy.
I was playing CS, like, oh my god, the mechanics and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I'm not getting jumping when tapped in the head or something like that randomly. Well, it still happens in CS quite often, but not as often in COD. I mean, COD, I was getting guys diving in the air, shooting me and stuff like that. It was ridiculous. Yeah. I mean,
there's been some pretty wild like frag. Like I don't know if
like they're not that crazy movements. Like in Cold War, there was like the dive and there was the slide and everything. So it's not that much different. It's just, I guess some people are just a lot more cracked, I guess, these days. I mean, I also, like, it does help with aim assist and everything like that as well. But
oh, dude, aim assist, that's a whole nother topic. It's killing me.
I think like the skill gap is a little bit higher, too. I think people try a little bit harder these days and stuff like that, too. People are a little more sweaty.
How do you feel about, like, the actual aim assist? We're playing cross-platform, and from my experience in the games, like when I watch some of the kill cams and I see those triggers, those going right up to the head of the enemy and shooting them, and then how much I'm struggling with how twitchy they are when they're moving and I'm trying to aim at them, I feel like it's just a huge bonus to their aim.
I mean, if you're a casual like PC gamer, I guess, then like when you're playing versus a controller, it feels, kind of not fair, or it kind of feels like they have an advantage. But when you're somebody who is skilled and like has played a lot of PC, when you play versus people like that, they need that advantage, because the thing is like especially when it comes to like long range, I feel like the aim assist is it's not there, right? So I win a lot of like long range battles versus people with controller, but yeah, definitely close range. It depends what game mode you play too. Like we were playing zombies together because my wrist was hurting, obviously from fucking so many hours of playing games in the past, but I just play with the controller instead because I was like, oh, it gives my wrist a break. And we were playing zombies, and then we switched to online, and I had the controller still, and I couldn't switch. And we were playing hardcore. If you play hardcore, it's different because the aim assist helps you so much. I was just like aiming towards a person, pressing the trigger, and it was just going straight on the guy, and I was one tapping them, and it was like butter. But if you're playing core, I'm sure like tracking someone could be a lot harder too there. And I don't know, but to me, I don't really have a problem. A lot of people have some problems with the controllers. I'm
this is what I'll say on that topic. It's kind of crappy.
It's not like Halo.
Release a game on PC, but remote has an advantage, and all the PC players, well, a lot of PC players that I know bought Vault Edition. A lot of people that are playing through console and just like through Game Pass. I don't know. I think it's kind of dirty to have a game that plays on PC that you can't properly play with mouse and keyboard, and you have to get a remote. It's like, I get it, but it's like
Call of Duty's not like that, you know. Like Halo, I felt that. Like when I play Halo, at a certain point, I felt like I had to switch to a controller.
Yeah.
Because if not, I felt like I had a massive disadvantage, you know. But when it comes to COD, I feel like I could still compete versus a guy with a controller.
I can
some
see
people
what you're
say no,
saying.
but
Like if you're good
there's
enough,
certain
if you're good
controllers
enough
you
on
can get with
PC,
no recoil.
if you're good enough on PC and you have that like skill set, I suppose, yeah, that's why that aim assist on console I think exists. I think it's to compete with that PC like ease of access to be able to aim how you want, where you want, and it's just how fast it is because your hands on the mouse, you know, where you're instead of hitting a joystick. So I can see what you're saying, but
I
you
don't know
really
if
got
there
to
is aim assist on COD for PC because
no,
sometimes
not
I feel
PC,
like
not PC.
sometimes I feel like it can. Okay, it's just my brain then. So I
No,
feel like sometimes I feel like it aims for me sometimes, but no, you're
no,
wrong.
no, not
It's just
that I
your
know
inner
of.
skills.
Sometimes I felt like the shots or something like that were a little too easy, but it could just be COD having no recoil as well, right?
Grepo
So
is
easy.
so good that his triggers and his cursors just instantly line up with the enemy.
No, but I'm just not used to no recoil, right? So like when you play games without recoil, it's different. Sometimes you feel like, wow, that actually hit, but you forget none of the guns have fucking recoil.
It's not
Also,
aim assist, it's Grepo assist.
It's the game
Hawkslayer-
being easy.
Slayer said in the comments, stream keeps buffering, but if you're recording it, don't worry much about it. He said, hot take, they need to stop relying on Nuketown. Hey, that is a hot take. I agree with that. Nuketown is a little bit too...
That's
That's true. We didn't
debatable.
even bring it up.
It's debatable,
it
dude.
is debatable, but it's...
So,
like,
like, for
on.
those of you who don't know, Nuketown is like a classic COD map. What did it come out like? I don't know, like 2006 or something. 2008. I don't know.
2012.
2012. I don't even know,
2012?
something like
I don't
that.
know.
I think it was.
Equivalent of Rust.
I think it was back in the day, but it was an OG map, and it was fantastic. One of the best maps. But they're bringing it back in a lot of COD games. Now I can see why they're doing that because it's a fantastic map, dude. It like good XP, you know, because you're so close to each other. But the design and the layout of that map, unbelievable. But at the same time, it's like, bro, like let's move on, you know.
It's kind of lazy, don't you find? It's like, you can create a new map.
Exactly.
Well, it's because people love it and it's a camo grind. So it's
but
easy
you
to
know
grind the
how
camos.
for our generation, it's Nuketown, right? And Rust. Make a new map for the new generation where they could, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, I agree with that. Like, if they can make something as good as
Nuketown,
if they can make something as good as Nuketown for the new gen that like sticks with them, like Nuketown is kind of getting old at this point, and it's good. It's a good map. It's good. I love the map, and I'm not complaining about the map itself. It's like, in my opinion, it's perfectly designed. If you,
I don't want to burst your bubble, but they tried making new maps and just.
Well, look at the new maps that we have now. So yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Yeah,
there's
they're
also 3 new maps they announced for season 1. They look small though.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, fair.
Not surprised.
I agree with meal of the day here. Don't sleep on Shipment. That's for sure.
Bro.
Shipment was the best. See, that's a good example. Shipment,
dude. But it's
crazy.
It's also a good example of the same process, bringing back a repeated map.
See, these are still all built on the original from Call of Duty 1 called Wawa.
Yeah.
Wawa was the name of the map?
It was the name of the map.
Yeah.
Dang, man.
You're gonna go
too
too old school and people are not gonna remember, okay?
No, I'm gonna look this up. Hold
no
on.
one's gonna know what Wawa is. That's true.
Oh, that's interesting. So that means, like, did they lose a special map maker? Like, can they not make good maps anymore? Like, what's happening?
Wawa was not made by Infinity Ward. It was made by a random person.
I mean, you don't know if a map's gonna be successful, right? You just gotta kind of make it and see if it's gonna pop off or not. But I mean, I don't think anybody who made Nuketown was gonna think that it was gonna be so liked like now.
Oh man, I see what you're talking about.
On the kind of
original grind
of Call of Duties, they kept making cameras.
Oh my god.
Is this it, Jason?
There it is.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's Wawa.
Boy.
That's right.
That was my brother's favorite map.
It's like, it reminds me of like an airsoft, or like a paintball or an airsoft match.
Yep.
Oops. I can see like why this would be a popular map though if it sticks.
Yep. Well, that is Wawa right there. That's good stuff, man. I mean, this is the Call of Duty 2 version, of course, but
You're talking, this is simplistic times where people weren't very complicated as to what made them happy. But also the games are a lot more basic, and I feel like games being a little more basic, especially CODs, actually helped. I mean, the last
Hawkslayer,
one I could actually stand was
Back when
COD 4.
a
Hawks...
a single shot rifle actually killed someone in one shot.
Yeah, I mean, don't even talk about sniping in
Dude.
BO6.
Oh
mean,
my gosh. Why don't you elaborate on that, Grepo? Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
Sniper.
there is no snipe. Well, the maps are too small to even snipe, anyways. So I mean, before you even react or anything like that, you're dead. I mean, and what you want to snipe like from 30 meters away, like you shoot the guy. I mean, there is certain maps, I guess, like Scud, I think is one of them. There's a few different maps that you could
Yep.
snipe on, but
Scud's that one with a satellite.
yeah, there's some maps I don't mind too much, but just most of the map pools not really interesting.
I
I
haven't played
totally
enough
agree.
to really have an opinion yet, so
I totally agree with what Greg was saying. Scud is probably like one of the best maps for sniping so far that's out. There's you always spawn on either side of the map, both teams. There's no in between spawns that I've seen so far. And there's a satellite on one map with a platform that one team can climb up onto and snipe from through the middle of the satellite. There's like a hole in the middle of the satellite. And then on the other side of the map, near the other spawn, there's kind of like a sandbagged raised mountain area that most people will climb up to. And but like there's a good point. Garbo's got a good point, man. You die so fast that it's not even worth it. And from what I've seen, if you start out with a sniper, the only time you're getting a one shot is if you hit him in the head. Like body taps. I don't know. I've heard something about skill based gameplay, or skill based something about like if you do really well in a match, your next match, like your accuracy and your damage is automatically like lowered or something. I don't know if it's true or not, but basically what I'm comparing this to is when you're sniping in a map, I've noticed that there's matches where you won't one shot them even if you don't hit them in the head. I don't know if it's skill based gameplay or what, but like
I think you just play harder opponents. I think that's what the MMR is.
yeah, but like my
my
damage output seems lower. Like there's times where there's been matches where I use the same gun, 3-shot, 2-shot, dead, 5-shot.
Then he said in the chat,
not dead.
Babylon's the best sniping map, aka Babylon.
That's my favorite map. Babylon's my favorite
Also,
map.
I think there's something to that because I seen a clip from a famous YouTuber. He did a throwing knife across the map and he got a hit marker.
And he didn't kill him?
No, he got a hit marker. He's
yeah,
like,
see,
what?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. There's something weird going on. It could just be because it could be a glitch. Who knows? It could be a glitch.
Well, it could be registry of the game as well. It could
Yeah,
just be your bullets
exactly.
Exactly.
I don't know, but yeah, I have the same thing. There's games where I pop off and get 80 kills, and there's other games where I'm struggling.
Hawk puts the whole definition of skill based in chat. He says in Black Ops 6, skill based damage in Black Ops 6 refers to a rumored system that supposedly adjusts weapon damage values according to the player's skill level. That's what I'm talking about. So like if you're going against,
so it's a rumor.
Yeah, it's a rumor, but it's probably all it is. It's probably just a rumor. I think it's just that the game's so new and that there's just shit not registering and like there's glitches. That's just the way it is. I've ran into a couple of glitches here and there, whatever. I think this is one of them. But it's been so consistent of a problem that it's debatable on whether it's a glitch or not a glitch or an actual game system, a game implement. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Subsonic. Which one is Subsonic? Hold on.
I haven't realized it enough, to be honest.
Subsonic.
I do notice that like there are some games that are a lot harder than others, but afterwards it's just the guy using a goddamn noob tube or something like that, and spawn camping me. Or some people are really good at nades. Also, I guess a lot of people are doing like little tutorials on where to nade on certain maps and stuff. But people are getting really good. Like I'm getting caught off guard in S&D and stuff sometimes.
Yeah, so
Nuketown is the most annoying for that though. Some people, Jesus, the nades, the noob tubes, the RPGs, all that is killer.
That's
But
just like knowledge.
It's name of the game, right? Yeah.
Like knowing also with Nuketown being so old that you know where to throw grenades, you know where to noob tube. So like so many people already have that in their mindset. That's like, let's just do it. But there was a clip I saw on S&D. One clip I saw where some dude, the match just started and search and destroy, by the way, for those who don't know what SD is. And they spawn, both teams spawn in. A dude pops his noob tube, his grenade launcher, noob tube, grenade launcher. We call it noob tube because it's like super cheesy and super dumb, but it works. He launches his grenade launcher across the map, instantly kills the entire team right in the beginning of the map. They win the round. End of search and destroy round. So like it's cheesy, it does work, but it's always been around. So
hold on 1 second. Hey Hawk.
Shut up. Hawk says, I bet Jason uses the noob too.
I'm sure Jason probably has his turn with the noob too once in a while. But no, I mean, I think the game all in all though, I mean, I've had some fun on it. I've had some fun specifically with zombies. I don't want to skip over zombies, like the Easter eggs and stuff like that, and it were pretty cool. The little content. I like how I like how they give you like little objectives to do, so then afterwards you don't get bored while you're just like, you know, aimlessly just shooting zombies in the head or whatever. One thing I find a little bit boring that I want to touch on though is that I find it really shitty that people were glitching it and then like doing the thing with the boat, and then they did the update and they didn't even remove that from the game when they knew that was a glitch. So like, cool, you guys get to get your skins, you know, and you guys get to grind them and stuff like that, but like, play the goddamn game, man. Seriously, like.
That just ruins the fun for them, though. When you rush through something, you're gonna be like, "Oh, this is boring now." So I mean, that's just gonna ruin it.
Are they patching that out, or did they patch that out? The boat.
No,
glitch?
there was an update on November 4th, and they didn't. It's still active and still works. So.
Dang.
They're definitely gonna do it eventually, though.
I don't know, man. Like I could see that being. It's an exploit. I would call it an exploit, not a glitch. It's an exploit because it's something that you can abuse with the game mechanics. So like how you even remove something like that is going to be kind of tough for them because like you have to think about in an IT, like I work in IT for all you don't know. In an IT aspect, you have to work about how that coding works. So like you have an object in the game. You have a boat. This boat has mechanics. The boat is destructible. The boat is movable. So being able to change where that boat goes and like I don't know, just where it explodes and where it stops to like create that barrier. I guess it's just kind of be a pain in the butt for them.
In the map, I would just remove the railings, to be honest. If you remove the railings, then after that, you're good. But
oh yeah, because then it stops the whole block off the boats. Oh yeah, but if you do that, then just buy another boat, replace it with a railing. You know.
You'll figure it out. They're only worth billions.
We'll see. We'll see if they even decide to fix it. I don't know.
I don't know. I think there's probably some way make the boat indestructible, something like that. I have no idea. I'm sure there's some kind of way around it. But anyways, people want, like you said, like Ross said, if you want to cheese it and you want to do it, ruin your own fun, then go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day.
Turned into the Call of Duty episode, boys.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we've been on the Call of Duty for a while
That's a
now,
good point.
but we have a lot to say. Okay. We did a lot of raging on COD recently. Okay?
It's a big game, and it just came out, and it's like worldwide popular, so it's a huge topic.
I'll be honest, I think at the most, I may have an hour and a half in the game. That's all I've played so far.
Cricket.
I mean, I got my old man to start playing the game, and he's been playing the campaign. He says he's been enjoying it. He says there's some parts that get really annoying.
The campaign is pretty solid so far. I think I'm through 2 missions maybe or something like that.
I've got to try that now. It's been like something I've seen but like haven't actually tried, and I probably should jump into that campaign.
But you know, Call of Duty is always better when you have people to play with, and right now I just am playing so sporadically. I have no one to play with, so I get through a couple multiplayer games, and then just like, I'll just watch TV instead.
That's the grown-up speaking in.
Listen, we all have our lives, and sometimes they are busy. For everybody who don't know, Jason has been a very busy man, and that's just the way life goes. We do what we can. That's all there is to it.
Yep, exactly.
The family and the Zomblers community and the Zomblers family will always be here, no matter what people go through. You get busy in your life.
Exactly right.
You go through struggles in your life. You know, whatever happens, we still come back to each other in the end. Don't matter.
It's true. They say that there's 2 things that survive a nuke: cockroaches and the Zomblers community. So I mean,
I've heard that. I think
exactly. I mean,
that might be in Wikipedia.
We're undead already, so I mean,
that's right.
All right,
we're surviving.
Anyways, boys, we're gonna move off this COD topic because it has been a really large topic. Grepo, I don't know if you have anything else you want to talk about, or we want to move on to maybe Jason, or
yeah, you can move on to one of his topics.
Jason, what you got for us? Bring us something spicy.
Oh, crap. I'm trying to. I know I wanted to talk about the Nintendo alarm clock because that was just kind of fun. Cool.
Yeah, let's go. I want to hear about that.
So I don't know if anyone's seen this yet. Nintendo decided to come out with an alarm clock.
Yeah.
An alarm clock?
Yes, it's called Alarmo.
Alarm.
Alarmo.
Alright, elaborate. What does it do?
It's an alarm clock that will make a bunch of Nintendo sounds, of course. So.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
It's also, if you look at, there's a video, an ad, where apparently it is motion. There's a motion sensor there, and as like you wake up and start moving, it'll make, the sound of coins in Mario or something like that as you move to keep you awake.
I don't know. I feel like that would be like, that's amazing. But I feel like that would be kind of I don't know, annoying. But like every time I move, I'm gonna hear kicking or whatever.
If it sees movement, then
it's a way to not sleep in.
Anymore, this is right up Nintendo's alley. This is stuff Nintendo can get away with.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
The way it looks.
Yeah, like Huxley said though. Look at the price of it.
It's $100.
It is $100.
Let's see what this make waking up fun with a Nintendo sound clock Alarmo.
Let's say scroll down. There should be there's the ad.
This is the video. All right, let's watch this video. See what this is.
All right, see what this is all about here.
This is Nintendo Sound Clock.
Oh yeah, that was another
Alarmo, an interactive alarm clock.
You have to be an online member
to purchase it.
Yeah.
Like a Nintendo. Like you're talking about? Are you talking about the subscription?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe you have to be an online member to purchase it.
That's wild.
That's out of the ordinary.
Not for me.
Yeah, no thanks.
Let's see what it's like to wake up with Alarmo.
To be fair,
pretty exclusive though.
Well, yeah, until people start buying subscriptions to buy the alarm clock.
The alarm is going off. But Alarmo doesn't just play music to start your day.
Alarmo.
I don't know, man. That's not a pleasant way to wake up, in my opinion.
That's right. It responds to your body's movement with game sounds.
Well, I mean,
like here, with the
your
sound
alarm
of
is not what you want
coins
to hear in
from
the morning,
Super
no matter
Mario
what you
Odyssey.
set it to. So.
Yeah, but like, this lady's stretching her arms and today.
I know, right?
Or here.
This can go good for a lot of kids too.
With the sound of ink
For me, this would ruin the sounds. And after that, when I would hear them, I'd be like, don't want to hear that. It's my alarm.
Triggered.
Yeah, because already when I hear anybody like to have like the same Samsung phone or something like that, and then they have the same alarm as me, I get like triggered when I hear it.
And here, from The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
I guess they're trying to make waking up fun, but waking up is never fun.
Nah, man, never fun.
As depressing as that sounds, even though no one hears
there's a Sum 41 song that specifically says, "Waking up is hard to do." Like that resonates in my life.
And when you get out of bed.
Yeah, there you go.
I just thought it was just a weird.
Oh no! Hold on.
Oh.
The song.
Also, who wakes up that happy? Let's be honest.
I do every morning.
Really? Hey, you wake up like this?
I don't know what this is the theme song to, but it's very, very familiar. I wouldn't mind waking up to this song. Better than the Mario dings. I don't know. Actually, I'd rather still not wake up to that. I don't know.
Fair plays and the alarm comes
He's on the fence. He's not sure.
It's a good song, but like, I just want to hear an alarm sound, you know?
I want to wake up to the money counter machine.
You see, Alarmo detects
cha-ching?
movement with its motion sensor.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Responds to your actions with sounds.
Yeah, but look, dude, she's still sleeping, turning in her sleep, and it's just making noise.
Failed advertisement.
Stops automatically.
They're just gonna make me whip the $99 fucking alarm across the room.
And then it just said
even more rare.
And then it just said when you get out of bed, the alarm stops automatically, which tells me that the alarm is literally watching you and what you do in your life.
Yeah, it has to know if you're moving.
Nah, dude. That's too much.
Yeah, there's a motion sensor.
I'm just gonna be like dead asleep. I'm gonna be dead asleep. I'm gonna just stand up and I'm gonna sit back down, go to my bed. It turns off. Perfect.
Yeah, Hawk's like it's a camera. I'm gonna be dude. I'm gonna be standing there like taking my clothes off, getting ready for bed, and the friggin' alarm's gonna be going cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. It'll make me feel good about myself, but at the same time, it's like, bro, what?
Imagine that going off during sex, man.
More intense.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Sound every time.
Rise and shine.
Hey, that motivates you though, right? Get the more
That's
coins.
right.
Or like, I'm ready. It's coming, babe. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Hey, he's
And then
counting
right
his
before you're
calories
done,
too.
you get the
Maybe.
level up
Mario
noise.
Odyssey.
That's too good.
Pikmin 4.
Oh,
Alright,
man.
well, that was.
But no,
definitely
like I
interesting.
said, it just seems like a very Nintendo thing and a thing Nintendo can play around with.
It is.
Interesting that
It's
they're
interesting.
going into hardware and like physical
Yeah.
things, you know.
It's
You know,
super-
just
What next?
cut the price point a little bit. And,
yeah.
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 Welcome to Nintendo though.
Remember,
Collector's
I'm
item.
Canadian, okay? It's $99. That's like $1,000 Canadian.
I
My
was saying.
Monopoly money.
I'd still rather buy a $20 alarm clock.
funny,
that's just
but not
beep,
funny.
beep, beep, beep. That's just me.
Hey, I got
Yeah.
a phone. I ain't buying no alarm.
Hey, dude, exactly. Phone. I use my phone for alarm clock. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But yeah, phone. There you go. Money grab. Hawkseye says money grab. Dude, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's a money grab. It's to encourage you
grab.
to spend $100 on the alarm clock, but also buy the subscription. If it's subscription based and you have to be a member, buy the subscription, become a member,
Now,
then buy
to
the
be
alarm clock.
fair, their subscription is like the nicest thing. It's like
It's like $5.
$20 for the year or
Yeah, it's
something like that.
like if you do monthly or
okay.
something, I think it's like I don't know, $5 or $1 to $5 or
like
something.
Yeah, it's like
And what do you
20
get
bucks
out of
for
it?
the year or something stupid like that. So it's
So we're
not.
talking $20 a year, $100 clock. Don't forget the shipping.
Shipping and fees.
That's right.
But what does it give you, the membership? Does it give you like access to games or something like that?
Online
You
access.
can play
Oh,
online.
okay, just online. Okay, like
Yeah.
Xbox Live or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's mainly what it is you can play online.
I love
Um,
Nintendo's online system. Like Mario Kart, like any games like where you play like random games and you just jump into a random online play. I personally love it. And Jason's right, the price is pretty affordable, so
I say I have it just because I want to play the Pokemon MOBA on it
yeah.
online.
You're talking about like the Pokemon Home, like where you store your Pokemon and stuff?
No, the MOBA, like the League of Legends game
Oh, what's it called? Do you
that
know
they
what it's
have.
called?
That's Pokemon.
I have to look that up.
So you're gonna buy it and give us a demonstration?
Yeah, dude, for sure, because that's actually
Buy
something
the
I'm curious about.
Alarmo.
Dude, I just bought a house. I can't afford a $99 alarm clock.
That's gonna be
Makes sense. Makes sense.
That's gonna be the showcase of Jason's new house. Is this
That's right.
framed,
Bought a
shiny
house and we're
Nintendo
running a
laptop.
game organization, which we know not most profitable. Sadly.
Speaking of game organizations, we're Zomblers. Check us out. Follow our socials.
That's right.
Check us out.
Yeah, exactly. Support
Insert
us.
ad here.
Yeah.
Join our Discord.
Uh,
Play games with us.
yeah, exactly.
www.zomblers.com.
Check it out today.
Oh my god, I want to record that.
Oh man, that's a good. That's a good. That's a
But
good
yeah,
topic.
Okay,
Jason.
that's what it's called. It's called Pokemon Unite. Is the MOBA.
Pokemon Unite. All right.
Yeah. Let's see. I think my other topic was 343 changing their name.
Oh, really?
They're changing their name to Halo Studios.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah. Yes.
What made them prompt this change?
Because I think Halo is rumored to be going multi-plat.
Ooh.
So 343
believe-
343 develops Halo, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's already
And they
multiply,
moved-
isn't it? Or
They
is it?
moved
Oh,
off their
okay.
I think they moved off their proprietary engine that are using Unreal Engine now too.
Okay. That's probably
So-
gonna spoof up the graphics a little bit, you know, make it
Correct.
spicy.
But I believe the rumor is that Halo might be going multi-platform to go to the PlayStation and things like that.
Oh, that seems so foreign.
That's interesting.
That seems weird.
That's super interesting.
I believe that is one of the big things.
I love Halo campaign, but the thing is the online. I gotta play with a controller. I can't play with it.
It's definitely a controller game, dude. I agree with you. It's a PC Prime game, but like I feel like controller play in the game is huge.
My brother is incredibly good on mouse and key.
Oh, really?
In Halo.
Okay.
Incredibly good.
I liked what's that? There's a Halo that came out. I wouldn't say recently, but like not too long ago, where like you can like I don't even remember. Halo Legends, Halo something, I don't remember. But it combines all the Halos together into one platform, and like you have all these different skins you can unlock, and it's like armor pieces and stuff. I wound up making myself into like some cool looking samurai, but I enjoy the game. I really do enjoy the game. I'm not that good at it. Like I get smacked in the face and die. My shields go down and then I die.
Yeah. So
fun game to
I was never
though.
good.
I love SWAT. SWAT was my favorite shit.
SWAT was fun. SWAT was fun.
Yeah.
I always used to play with Clay, and him and his buddies would be just so much better than me and have to carry me, and that was fun.
Yeah, well, Clay played his whole life, so at a certain point, I mean,
yeah.
You guys
it's like
ever
me
watch
playing CS, right? At a certain point, it's just you don't lose it.
Yeah.
You guys ever watch Red vs. Blue?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, yeah.
When I remember the Dane Cook days also, when he was like really big, and they were making like all these different parodies with his comedy and stuff. Like, oh my god, was that good? Yep. Not same era.
I think I have all the Red versus Blues.
I think it's on like Netflix or something now too, or something like that. It's on like an actual streaming platform.
I think Prime Video I think has them.
Yeah, exactly. Here,
but the people who made Red versus Blue just went belly up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the company called Rooster Teeth.
Really, Rooster Teeth? Yo, that's OG.
Well, they got bought by Discovery, and then Discovery shit them into the ground.
Oh way.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, no, Rooster Teeth
did a lot of different things.
Damn. Well, for those of you who don't know, Red vs. Blue is like this classic. It's this group of people who basically made like a story of Red Halo team and a Blue Halo team versus each other. And they made a whole YouTube series off of it. It's comedy. It's hilarious. But a lot of it contains like OG Halo maps. And it's just silly Halo comedy. And it became so popular with the Halo community. It still exists today. It's so popular that it got put onto a streaming platform like Prime. Jason was saying it was on Prime. So this is a little snippet of like their intro and their,
I say if you have not seen Red vs. Blue, you have missed out.
Yeah, it throws me back.
I never was into Halo, so I never seen it.
It's like if you're a big Halo fan, like if you don't know what this is, man, you're missing out.
Do you think they stole this concept though and the idea? This is gonna be a little odd, like left field. Do you think they took this from Crips and Bloods? Because that's a famous colorway. And when that came out, a lot of like gang documentaries.
I don't think so. I think it was Red versus Blue because in the old Halo days, I think the only two colors were red and blue.
Yeah.
When you played the original Halo, it was Red versus Blue.
It wasn't changing colors. Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
I miss the old mechanics where back in the old days you can run into each other with the Warhog. I just want to say that. You run into each other with the Warhogs, you do like backflips and stuff like that, but it wouldn't destroy the Warhogs. I had so many hours fucking having fun on that, just playing multiplayer with people. Oh.
If you guys are watching right now and see the preview I got up, basically it's like they voiced everything, they put their own voices in, they animated everything, and it's just classic.
I love the first thing you see is, you ever wonder why we're here? And then he goes into this whole concept about God and why are we here?
Yeah.
That's because we're fighting each other. No, but I mean, even if we were to pull out today and they were to come take our base.
But yeah, I was very sad when these guys went under.
What would you fucking do? What's up with that?
Well,
that's what
not
happens.
everything can stick forever.
That's why what happens when you get bought by some big company and they just kind of shit you into the ground.
I mean, they got bought though, right? They're relaxing somewhere, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Well, I
They've been
mean,
around for a while. And they've
it's like a
had to make money
decade of
off
doing
it.
stuff. Yeah.
Rooster Teeth had been around for a very long while.
I'd say like mid 2000s.
They didn't even start as Rooster Teeth. They had a different name.
Yeah.
I think they called themselves the Drunk Tank.
Yeah.
Because they used to just drink and have a podcast.
Well,
way
a lot of
back in the day before podcasting was popular.
Hawk Slayer says, the Warthog is my favorite vehicle in any game. Dude, I can agree with that. I mean, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's just such a classic and prominent vehicle in the gaming community that, like, it's amazing. It's amazing design.
Well, boys, I think we fulfilled the quota today with our Call of Duty talk and then the little bit of talk after.
Yeah, most definitely. I wanted to put out Halo the Ghost was my favorite. I love chopping people's legs.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's so fun. But yeah, if you guys want to wrap it up after the hour mark, we could definitely do that.
I got two topics I want to bring up real quick.
Yeah.
All right. One thing I want to say, shout out to Epic Games for reaching out to the homie Doggy Style from San Bernardino. Small time rapper, and I was doing big things. They let him do the Seawalk animation for Snoop Dogg on Fortnite. So shout out to Epic Games for doing that, reaching out to like smaller time people and bringing them up.
That's dope.
That's cool.
And one thing that I'm excited to announce, after 17 years, they're making a new Virtual Fighter game. I don't know if anyone played Virtual Fighter, but
What's it called?
That was the best.
Yeah.
Was that the name of the game, Virtual Fighter?
It was called Virtual Fighter.
Huh.
Yeah, that. So Justin Scarpone, executive VP of head of Sega's Global Transmedia Group, confirmed that there's a new Virtual Fighter alongside the other legacy Sega franchises. So the last Virtual Fighter game was released in 2007 and remastered in 2021. So I'm interested to play that. I used to play the hell out of those games.
I used to get my ass beat playing fighter games.
We're gonna save this fighter games topic for the next podcast. I think this is a great conversation for the next podcast.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, so I wants to thank everybody for joining our podcast, watching the stream, and then maybe watching the post if we post it on YouTube. But again, I'm GravyCapeesh, Grepo, Jason, and Rask. Thanks everybody for joining and chatting, and we hope you guys have a great day and enjoy the podcast. So check us out next time. Zomblers, check out our website. We got a website up. Join our Discord. You want a game? You want to chat? You want to have a good community? Join us. We love playing games. So check us out. But thanks again, everybody. We'll catch you next time.